Scarborough Fair. Ready, and... This is a lovely folk song, but Simon and Garfunkel had a huge hit with this in 1966. It's an English folk song. Sarah Brightman sang it. The Celtic Women sang it. So it's a well-known tune to a lot of people, and it demonstrates so very well this minor chord, a D minor chord, and then it goes to C major chord, back to D minor. That's how that whole first line goes. Now, we've learned the primary chords in D major. They go from D major to G, but let's try D minor to G. I like to look at the harmony many times before I even look at the melody. So that first measure in the left hand, that's a D minor chord. That's the answer. You can print out this page and write in that that's a D minor chord. So it's a broken chord. It's an arpeggio twice. Now, for the third measure, put your fifth finger down to C. Look, that's a C chord. Get used to seeing notes together sometimes. C, E, G together is a C chord. Play them separately, you get a C arpeggio. Now, for the next three measures, we play a D minor arpeggio. You already know that, so practice that. And then for the last measure of the first line, what is that? If you play all three notes together, that is a G chord. Of course, it's inverted. All right, then you go to the second line. You play D minor chord again for three measures. Then you play F all by itself in the fourth measure. Then you change to your second finger on that same F. And then see how the notes descend down a second? You go to 3 on E. You go to 4 on D, and look where we are again. We have a C arpeggio. The fourth line is, third line. There's only 3 lines. All right, that's a D minor arpeggio, of course. Then 2 lands on G. The next note is F. And then there's a little bit of harmony here, so play 2 on G, 3 on F, 4 on E, and look where we are again, D minor arpeggio. Now the next measure is 4 on E, 3 on D, 4 on E, 5 on D. So that is the harmonic structure of the left hand. After you know that, then you can play the melody. Hey, if you want to learn the melody first, that's okay. Just skip around. It doesn't really matter. But okay, so thumb on D in your right hand. My hand is basically, it's almost in that D position with the third finger going to be on F natural. All right, so thumb on D, ready? And 1, 2, 3, go up to A. Now, here's this pizza pie. Stop there. We learned the pizza pie rhythm in the Unlock C course, and it's applied everywhere almost all the time. This is such a typical rhythm. It goes like this. That's that dotted quarter note followed by the eighth, followed by a quarter. It goes like this. Ready? And pizza pie. I've always found if we put words to a rhythm like that, then we get it. Technically, it's counted like this. Ready? And 1, 2, and 3. Now, we put that with 2 on E, and it ends up like this. Ready? And 1, 2, and 3. Got it? If you do, then play your thumb on D. 1, 2, 3. Tie it to the next D. We already know all about ties by now. All right, now your hand has to move a little bit. What's the next note? It's A. 2 moves up to A. Then it's 4 on C. 5 on D. C again. What's the next note? That's A. That little line above the A just means I'd like for you to write in the chord from the left hand, which is, of course, G. But we're working on the right hand now. It's 2 on A, 3 on B natural. Oh, what is that? See, the B's are supposed to be flat because of the key signature. Look back at the key signature, and that has a B flat in it because technically we're in the key of D minor, not D major. More about that later. Don't worry about that right now. But it's A, B natural, G. Yeah. We'll be exploring the D minor chord and scale later. For now, just let's play these notes. Okay. Second line, you have 2 on A. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Of course, I didn't play that second A. It's tied. Now 5 goes to D. Another D. 1, 2, another D. 4 on C. Okay, stop there. Now 2 will fall on A. Then change to your 5th finger on that same A so that you can continue down. Watch that again. 2 on A, 5 on A. Then 4 on G, 3 on F, and then you hold E for how many counts? That gets 6 counts altogether because dotted half and dotted half is 6 counts. All right, last line. We are thumb on D again. Ready? And D, A, G, F. Now, 2 on E, thumb on D. You have to just briefly cross over your second finger to catch that melody note, and then just play your thumb on D again for 6 counts. Now, this has a fair amount of pedal in it. What I would suggest is that you really learn the hands separately and then very slowly try to put them together. Now, this is going to take some time, as I continuously say. This is not going to happen, probably not in a week. I mean, it's going to take some time. So then we go back. I just want to play a couple of measures, hands together. No pedal yet. That PED under there, I marked in the pedal for you. And that other little burst of, I'll show you a picture. That means no pedal because sometimes the pedal would be blurry if we play it. All right, let's take the first, let's say 4 measures. Hands together, no pedal. 5 on D, thumb on D. Ready? And. Left hand, right hand. Oops, let's look at that. Let me show you that third measure again. Ready? And it's together, left hand, right hand. Then you have your hands together again. That might be a little tricky. Go ahead and practice that a while. Okay, now let's talk about the pedal. Practice the whole song, hands separately, hands together. Now we get to put the icing on it, the pedal. We've already done pedal lessons. Keep your heel on the floor. When you change your heel, it doesn't go like this. It goes like this. Keep that heel on the floor. You might have to adjust your bench in order to get your bottom close enough to the keyboard to keep your heel on the floor. Make sure you're comfortable. Curve your fingers as always. And then let me show you the pedal. You put the pedal down with the first notes. Hear how it sustains. Stop there. You haven't had to change the pedal yet because the chord didn't change. See? Now, when you get to here, change. Stop there. You play the notes, then you quick change your pedal after you play the note. Let me demonstrate it the wrong way from the beginning. This is right so far. It's still right. My foot is down. Now I changed my pedal to early. And what happened? There was a big gap in the sound. You don't want that. Now I'll do it the right way. Pedal down with the notes. I'm going to play these notes, then change. That's how the pedal is done. All right, let's start right on the third measure there. Now I play these notes, change. And then you continue like that. If it's marked pedal, that's because the chord changed, and then you add the pedal. If the pedal at this point is really hard, what I would suggest is that you play it without the pedal, go through the course of unlock the key of D, then go back and try and put the pedal in. Sometimes you can leave a song and move on and then come back when it's a little fresher, and that can be a review song for you, and put the pedal in. But this is a very, it's a cool song. It's impressive. And now you know all about that D minor chord.
Together you and me make perfect harmony. I hear a rhapsody.